Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you. Today we welcome to ID Mind Media Radio and Television. Welcome to your humble program, Political Lab, hosted by me, Comrade Fritz Misodi. Thank you for watching. Today we're going to be talking about the fraudulent elections that have been going on in La République du Cameroon for the past years. And today we are going to bring you some excerpt about those people who really fraud the election, who rigged the election in 1992, and they have been doing that along the years, where Fru Ndi, who is an Ambazonian, won these elections all the time, but he was never granted the election. So today we're going to bring that because I want you to understand that for the past years that we have been with La République, election has not mattered. Election doesn't matter. Okay, when you have a country that is ruled by a dictator, okay, for the past 41 years, what do you expect? It rigs and rigs and rigs and rigs elections, and just to stay in power, they will change the constitution. It doesn't matter what happened, right? So this is how many times that he has been changing the constitution and all those, changing the term of office. Cameroon is the only country with 7 years for one term. 7 good years for one term. So just imagine. Okay, other countries have 4, some countries have 5, and 1 renewable, right? That's how we understand. But a country like Cameroon, one of the only country with 7-year term, that will tell you something. 7-year term. So it is very important for us to know this so that we can understand how election has been rigged and how the country is so corrupt. Okay, but until the people of La République will understand that they have to take their destiny in their own hands. If not, that country will not change. The next president will come, will still be doing the same thing. They will not be changed. The same CPDM cabal will still take over. They will still remain in bondage. They will still remain in poverty, and so on and so forth. Ambazonians have already taken their destiny in their hands. What is happening in La République is because the people don't want to take their destiny in their own hands. Later, I'm going to show you some excerpt what's going on in Senegal right now. In Senegal, they are telling France enough is enough. They have to leave the country because what they are doing in their country is getting out of hand. This is an excerpt of the interview with Dzongang. Dzongang used to be a member of the CPDM. Back then, he was also one of the ministers of communication and in the Biya's government, and he explained what happened and how he manipulated this election. That Fru Ndi won. Okay, Fru Ndi won the election, but it was handed still to Paul Biya, and that is the start of the undemocratization process of that country, where it doesn't matter if you win election. There's already pre-planned, pre-selected names to be put, whether you win or not. So that is how the government has been running for the past 40 years. And when you see Ambazonians, I say, okay, enough is enough of this drama. You can understand from this type of phenomenon, right? Yes. Take a listen.
Revenons en 92, comme vous dites.
Vous étiez au parti au pouvoir.
J'étais au parti au pouvoir et j'étais acteur. J'étais chargé de la communication pendant la campagne de 92. J'étais responsable de la communication. Et Charles Ndongo, qui est aujourd'hui directeur général, sait comment on a envoyé l'hélicoptère me chercher pour venir répondre à Fru Ndi, Damjoya et Kindi. Il sait.
Une question.
Il sait que j'étais incongru. Attends, ne me coupe pas. Parce que quand vous faites ça, en 92, les partis politiques se sont réunis. Pendant ce temps, Fru Ndi faisait son comité avec ces gens. Ils ont été surpris que les gens entrent pour leur dire « Nous venons de nous réunir Et on pense que celui qui va conduire pour qu'on essaie de battre Biya, c'est vous. Donc, Fru Ndi n'est jamais allé chercher les gens. Je crois que tout se bâtit autour d'un support. Hein. Tout bâtiment, pour construire, il faut déjà que tu achètes le terrain, que tu fasses une fondation. Mais vous ne pouvez pas rester. On ne vous voit pas. Vous dites que je suis là, venez autour de moi. Non, ce n'est pas possible. Et même quelqu'un vous t'avait dit, toi tu viens de dire que le taxi ne rentre pas dans l'avion. Que l'avion ne rentre pas dans le taxi. Bon, je crois qu'entre-temps, l'avion est devenu moto, mais il faut qu'il accepte de rentrer dans le camion.
Alors, vous étiez en 92, avant la pub, hein, ça coule sur la question. En 92, vous êtes au RDPC.
Oui.
Dites-nous la vérité aujourd'hui. Qui avait gagné l'élection de 92?
Fru Ndi. Et qui a triché, nous.
So, Dzongang is explaining that Dzongang is explaining that he was part of the rigging of the election in 1992, and if you hear him saying, he's explaining that Fru Ndi won the election, okay, and he said in 1992, Fru Ndi. After winning, he was already preparing. He knew that he won the election. He was already preparing his committee to gather them and so that he can celebrate, then start forming his own government. Okay, that's what happened. But they behind now, they were already, since he was a member of this CPDM regime, they were already planning how to rig the election. So in 1992, Fru Ndi won the election. But what happened? The CPDM played their normal mafia, and that is what happened. And Fru Ndi was cheated from being a president. And that's what this Dzongang is saying. Today, this same Dzongang is now with MRC, the Camptos Party, right? The Camptos Party. And they now are planning to take over. What you did to Fru Ndi, it will happen to you guys today, because now they are a member of this MRC, and you remember they locked this guy up with Camto, remember, for almost 6 months or 9 months, and this same Dzongang met with Ayok Tabe in prison, and he was trying to tell him what about how he can reintegrate Ayok Tabe with MRC, and they can be whatever they were talking in Kondengi there. But this same guy was in Kondengi with Ayok Tabe. But what I'm trying to bring here is just the fraudulent nature of these elections that have been going on. And you understand that for the past years, election has never been that smooth, right? No transparent election has taken place in Cameroon because of the corrupt nature of the government. And since then, Fru Ndi also has been winning other elections, right? But the same thing happened, right? Let's continue listening. There is some part there that are interesting for you to listen, so that.
Même l'instigateur. Vous savez la question qui s'est posée?
Laquelle?
On a constaté que Biya avait perdu. Et il s'est posé un véritable dilemme. Nous étions, je peux citer les morts, mais j'ai peur que les vivants craignent. Nous étions au centre, Fauchivé, à Kamifou, à Madouali, Zemeka, Papa Achou, Achidi Achou.
Oui.
Achidi Achou. Et j'avais dans mon équipe Zéro Mort et Henri Bandelot pour la communication. On a constaté que Biya avait perdu. Et je vous assure...
Dans tout le Cameroun ou seulement à l'ouest ou ailleurs? Au nord-ouest.
Il avait perdu partout.
Sur le plan général?
Sur le plan général. Dans tout cas, Fru Ndi avait gagné. Alors, il s'est posé un véritable problème. Et c'était là où la conscience de chacun était appelée. Est-ce qu'on va laisser Fru Ndi gouverner ce pays? Première question, à tout le monde. Non. On ne peut pas laisser Fru Ndi. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait? On change au profit de Bouba Bello, d'Adamou Damjoya ou de Kindi. Parce que les trois sont potables. On accepte. Mais lui, non. Moi, en tant que fils du péciste, j'étais le numéro 1 non. Pourquoi? J'ai vécu dans ma tendre enfance comment on a massacré les jeunes soldats dans l'UPC. Les chefs avaient des astuces. Ils prenaient les cartouches de chevrotine, ils ouvraient et ils enlevaient les plombs. Il ne restait dedans que la poudre. Et ils chargeaient dans le fusil. Et ils faisaient des simagrées et ils disaient à Ougar, tirez sur moi. Et on tirait, boum. Il dit, vous voyez, rien ne se passe. Et il donnait ce truc aux gens que fumez. Dès que vous voyez les militaires, n'ayez pas peur. Le gars allait et on les faisait tomber comme des mouches. Quand quelqu'un arrive dans un pays en détresse et vous dit, comme seul programme, qu'il est magicien, d'un choutam à Kacham, il dit que il est invulnérable. Et sa popularité a commencé à l'Ouest parce que l'Ouest a dit Biya est tellement fort qu'il n'y a qu'un sorcier pour le renverser. Voilà, tout le monde dit le sorcier.
This is what I'm talking about, right? The plan that they had to fraud the election. Okay. Fru Ndi won the election. They had to rig it. They had to make sure that an Anglophone or an Ambazonian should not be president. Okay. And that has happened to date. Okay, to date, an Anglophone has no hope of being anything in that country that is reasonable. Okay. Because in a normal country, at any time that there is a transition, right? What is the use of a prime minister in a country where there is no king or queen? Prime ministers are only in countries where you have kings and queens. If not, is a vice president, right? The prime minister is just there so that an Anglophone should not even think of being the next of king. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a whole ball game of politics. The prime minister is now almost a feet in command. They have sent the prime minister so back so much so that the prime minister does not even have a say there. So the Anglophone, they said he's just like a figurehead there. Okay, it's almost a feat because the next will come after the president is not the prime minister. The president is the speaker of the National Assembly. After the speaker of the National Assembly is the president of the Senate. Just imagine. So all these people after the president of the Senate is the president of the commission of whether commission of what or a constitutional council or what will be created there. So the prime minister is not even. So just imagine how they have taken away the function of the vice, who is supposed to be the vice president. Every country has a vice president. Why should they put a prime minister when there is no king or queen like in England, right? Where you have the prime minister because there's a king and queen. Any country that has prime minister is because of the king and the queen who is there, the kingdom. So they give that kingdom some privilege to be the next to the president in command. Then the prime minister now will come next, right? Like in UK, in countries like Canada. But in countries that there's no kingdom, why do you put prime minister? Because It was with the vice president, right? So in case Biya dies today, it should be the vice president, which is normally supposed to be an Ambazonian, right? Second in command, or normally, according to the normal constitution, that's how it's supposed to be. But they carry the prime minister and send him very, very far to not even think of even inherit. If Biya died today like this, when he's supposed to leave office next year, Dzongang is nowhere to be found. They will kick him out of that place because he has no power, because he's a prime minister. He's not even second in command, you see. But that's what I'm just saying, how the politics works and how things are going on. And okay, but this is what I want you to listen, that this guy has a very succinct thing that he has said about the various coup that has been happening in that country, where they have already set up something. Biya has already said he's not going in for next election. That's why you see Ndongo and Frankis and all these guys are putting in their candidacy, because Biya already told France. But Biya asked France to have him guarantee. So France has accepted to take him, when he leave office. So they'll fly him direct to France for safety reasons, But we are just saying, someone who declared a war is now incapable of leading or even thinking about the war. He should come and stop the war, right? He want to run to France. He has already sent his letter. Ndongo and Biya sent a letter to all the ambassadors in Yaoundé, telling them that Biya is incapable of going for a next term in office. So his final term ends in 2025. So that's why all these guys are going around trying to send, they want to be president. I saw even this guy, Success Congo. Oh my God. These guys are terrible, Basa. He said he candidacy, Success Congo. Oh man. Then, but Ambazonians are just looking at anybody who is coming in to come and sign a very good pact or a deal with Ambazonian to have a good separation. That is the only peace that can happen within Ambazonia and La Republique. Without that, there is no peace. Okay, because we already declared our restoration of our independence. We are looking towards having a recognition from other countries, and that is all what is in play. But take a listen to this guy who will tell you a little bit of the various coup that already happened, and even now there is already plan in place to who to be the next president. Okay, take a listen.
L'état scientifique. Dès que j'ai parlé du coup d'état scientifique, le tenant de la théorie du Moulinex, que vous connaissez très bien, est sorti pour intimider, pour qu'on ne parle plus du coup d'état scientifique. Mais le coup d'état scientifique, je le définis comme étant une collusion d'intelligence et d'intellectuels qui utilisent des méthodes modernes pour mettre en déroute un régime établi comme celui du président Biya. Et la longévité au pouvoir aidant, les coalitions sont nombreuses. Elles se déroulent devant tout le monde. Et je peux vous dire aujourd'hui, monsieur Dipita, que le coup d'État a déjà eu lieu.
Comment ça?
Si, je vous dis, le coup d'État a déjà eu lieu.
Le président est toujours en poste?
Non, c'est la cerise sur le gâteau aujourd'hui.
So he's explaining that the coup d'etat has already taken place, and he explained the coup d'etat scientific. This is what they have been building for along the years, and that's why you see they'll put key people in key positions. That even if you are the first, the second will be a Betty or Bolu person or a Singang clan. So they will always put somebody who is next. That person is more of a spy. You think that, that's your assistant. That guy is there to monitor what you're doing and giving counter rendu to the presidency. So they have implanted this kind of situation where even the prime minister is there. The next in command has power than him because he's monitoring him. Okay, he's monitoring him what he's doing. Okay, but it's very important for us to know all these are happening within that place there. But Ambazonians have taken their destiny in their own hands. Those people there, we are still telling them this is what they have to do. This is what they have to do. If not, they'll remain in that same bondage and they'll keep complaining. The next president will come and just continue the legacy of Biya. That is what France is planning to do. France is planning to put somebody there who will come and continue the legacy, the Biya's legacy. And that's the legacy that you don't want to hear because they will just continue the same thing that they are doing. Okay? These are Ambazonians protesting somewhere in Europe, and it is very important for you to know what happened in this.
Cameroon, we are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are Southern Cameroonians. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are Southern Cameroonians. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are Southern Cameroonians. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are Southern Cameroonians. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are Southern Cameroonians. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are Southern Cameroonians. Cameroon. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are Southern Cameroonians. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are going to build Southern Cameroon. We are Southern.
Today, the 29th of February 2024. This one are the ARF for Bui. On the FM Mad Dog and Major General Viper. Yes. This one are the ambush unit for Wainama. In an ambush. Yes. Yes. Unit for when?
Now them that clear, direct. You see them now, direct. Now them so shake no day, shake no day, shake no day. Be choice, clear. Now they see them, now they see them.
Good. Since I bomb alive.
No be child's play. Na helicopter that for bang moto. But them that. Edge of life. From Bui State. No be child's. He clear.
It's your life. It's your life. It's your life. Miracle on it. Life.
Thank you. That was an excerpt of some of the the Cameroon government is still playing with the people of Ambazonia. I just show you an excerpt of what happened in the past few days. All those are the restoration fighters. Just except of what is going on. Some people, when the Cameroon government is saying that, that's to tell them that because the Cameroon government like to say things are going back to normal, right? You just saw what those guys are doing there. The Cameroon government will go around and be telling the wrong narrative about what is going on in the ground, right? But you have seen for yourself, those guys are fighting every day. It's every day they are fighting. Some people think that, oh, okay, if there is no fight in my area, oh, then things are going back to normal. Oh, no. There are 13 counties. There are 62 LGAs. All these places, if there is no fight this way, know that there is fight this way. If there is no fight this way, know that there is fight this way. So there is crisis going on. The international community is trying to downplay what is going on in Ambazonia, but we are telling the people this is a serious fight, and no matter how La Republic tried to downplay it, we know with the French supporting Cameroon to keep the fight for their own interests, but this is what is the consequence of it, right? They are supporting these regimes in Africa who are causing problem, and this is what, even just see what is happening, and this is what is going to happen in Cameroon. If the French government allows these CPGM people to stay in power, know that they'll put up that country in a civil war, and that is anyway, we already told them that there will be a civil war there because the people are still fighting among themselves. They don't know who is going to replace Paul Biya. So, but we are telling them, we are not gonna. They're gonna have laissez-passer like they did when they had their fight with Makiza. To come to Ambazonia, we don't want you to come because we have a territory, and that territory must be respected. Our territory will not be a dumping. Remember when we helped these Makiza UPC people who came there, and they are the ones being the real black learner are these people. Most of them who have double tribal links, and one come from Bassa, Douala, and all those kind of tribes that are coming now that have been there since back in the days. If someone like Eric Chinja would tell you that his father is from this area and his mother is from Ambazonia, those are the people who don't want all these people like Paddy Asanga and all these guys and Ellie Smith. These are people who have dual birth, so they will not want to separate their parents. You see, they want us to stay together because their parents come from this side and that. But that's not an excuse. Okay, few or 100 or 1,000 of you people who have dual parents should not disturb a whole 8 million people. That's no excuse for you to disturbing being a black leg and causing all this problem all over the place. This is what is happening in Senegal. Macky Sall promised not to run for third term, but he now is postponing the election when he has no reason for postponing the election. This is it. Look at what is going on in Senegal.
Il y a un gendarme qui a été brûlé vif à Bignona, je vous confirme l'information. Donc tous les intérêts français sont actuellement menacés au Sénégal. Le pourquoi, beaucoup se le demandent, pourquoi les Sénégalais attaquent les intérêts français. Parce que les Sénégalais disent que c'est Macron qui...
This is Senegal. This is what's going on. Macky Sall promised not to go in for third term. But France is pushing him to go in, and this is the chaos is happening. The election was supposed to hold this same match, but Macky Sall has postponed the election. How do you postpone an election when there is no just cause? Instead of, and this is what will happen. The Cameroon government will postpone the election, saying that there's a problem. Then the one, then they'll come and put somebody who's provisional person, like, they'll just say, let this person just stay there. Then that's how they'll manipulate. Okay. We saw this happening in Cameroon in all the past elections, right? Remember the election in we already saw 1992, right? 1992, where you have the SZF that won, is the same thing. Along the years, you have seen all this election that is being won. Then, because Paul Biya appoints everybody, right? Paul Biya appoints what we call the Constitutional Council, even the Supreme Court. All these people who declare election have been single-handedly appointed by Biya, and this is the same thing that is happening in most African countries, where these people appoint Constitutional Council leaders instead of parties. Opposition parties that are supposed to appoint, then or send their representative to be the head members of this electoral committee. But this is what is happening. This is what is happening. The same thing that we have been complaining. This is Senegal today. This is Senegal. See, they are going to destroy all the French properties, everything that is France.
Pourquoi les Sénégalais attaquent les intérêts français? Parce que les Sénégalais disent que c'est Macron qui est derrière Macky Sall. La raison pour laquelle tous les Français...
You see, this is what the people of Cameroon should do, or should have done in the past year. You cannot allow one president for 41 years and you are watching that person. The people of Senegal will not take that nonsense. Macky Sall will either go on exile or he will step down and conduct the election, because he's not supposed to be a candidate. He promised. Remember, this is the second protest that is happening in Senegal, Dakar. The first one, they told him if he put in his candidacy for the third term, he will be in problem. He made a statement that he will not go in for president. This one now, what Macky Sall did is that he went and changed the electoral procedure and said that the candidates are not eligible. You are an outgoing president. You have to organize a good election. You are instead saying that you are the one instead trying to impose on the candidacy of this president, of this president, of this president, of this candidate. That is a work of the electoral committee, not you. And the Senegal Electoral Committee or the Constitutional Council ruled that Macky Sall was wrong to postpone the election. That's why you see all the Senegalese now on the street protesting. Okay? But that's a lesson that we have to learn, because that will happen in Cameroon. If Ndongo, the Frankies, these other guys, all these guys, if they try to do that same thing, this is what's going to happen in Cameroon. if the Ngongo, the Frankies, the Kamtokis, whether it's all those people there, this is how Cameroon will look like. And if you don't put your acts together, step down, Biya's term is going to be over, even though he has added more term, almost 41 years. It's just, change the constitution. That constitution needs to be changed. So the people of La Republic, we are telling you people, focus and build your country. Ambazonians are not going to relent for you to come and take Ambazonia and add in there a mess. You have to stand up for your right, stand up for your government. We are gone. We are trying to just sign some document with you guys for you to give our people what they need. Compensation for all the destruction you send your military here. That's what we need. We are no more with you guys. We are done. And please tell your military to leave Ambazonia. Tell them to leave Ambazonia and go back to La Republic. Build your country. Hold your government accountable. Stop wasting your time with Ambazonia. Ambazonia is not your country. Ambazonia came to join you people and it's not working. We have the right. We have the right to leave the union. Okay? It's not about you deciding or who decided. No. Our people, we have the right to leave if the union is not going. Okay? So we are saying that because some of them think that it's their right to keep us with them. No, you have no right to keep anybody or force anybody to stay with you. Okay? That is what you have to understand. You don't have any right to say, okay, this person should stay with you because they came to join you people, then they must stay with you. Okay? No, you don't have that right. Okay? But let me tell you, people of La Republic, there are many counties that live together, but because the system was not moving, they had to separate. Most of these countries even separate peacefully. Very few of them went to war. Singapore was once part of Malaysia. Okay? But compare the development of Singapore and Malaysia today. It's not comparable. Singapore is far developed today than Malaysia. But whereas they were living together, right? But Singapore had to leave Malaysia. Singapore economy is one of the best today. But think of it, when they were together, Singapore was just a small province, right? But when Singapore separated, what happened? Boom. Okay. Another example is Pakistan and India. Pakistan used to be part of India, right? But what happened? Boom, separate. Bangladesh also was part of Pakistan. So see how things are going, right? Bangladesh has to separate from Pakistan. East Timor was part of Indonesia. Go and look at East Timor today. Developing. East Timor is developing. Sudan was once part of Greater Egypt. Don't forget. Okay? Yes. What happened? Separate. Eritrea was one part of Ethiopia, right? What happened? Bam, separate. Somaliland, you all know, was once part of Somalia. Today, Somaliland is very happy to have their own country, everything, developing their country. South Sudan was part of Sudan. Bam, separate. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Southern Cameroon was once part of Nigeria. Don't forget that. We left. So don't forget. You see, that's the thing. You cannot allow country that has already been part of Nigeria and you say no, let them come and join again to join either Nigeria back or go to join this country again. That was a mistake that they did. Okay, Namibia was once part of South Africa. Don't forget, Namibia used to be a part of South Africa, but now they are a country on their own. Okay, then I always say this one: Gambia and Senegal, right? Gambia and Senegal used to be part Senegambia, but today they are separate countries, right? And this example always strikes me because Gambia is an English-speaking country. Senegal is a French, right? You see the problem with Senegal today, right? I just showed a video of everywhere the French is, there's a problem. But you won't see that kind of problem in Gambia. The France will impose their currency, impose their assimilation, impose their direct rule, impose everything on you. That is a problem they are causing in these countries. Leave these countries alone, France. Ukraine used to be part of all these countries. You remember the Soviet Union. Putin is fighting this war today because Putin wants to bring back the former Soviet Union. It will not go. Soviet Union used to have so all these countries: Ukraine, Azerbaijan, Armenia, Moldova, Estonia, Kyrgyzstan, Sakistan, Georgia, Latvia. All these countries used to be part of USSR, Union of Soviet Socialist Republic, USSR. Russia is weakened today because all these regions left. Belarus, Lithuania, all these countries used to be part of USSR, but now they are gone. So Russia is trying to fight back to get some of these territories, but this is the modern day. It's so difficult. Okay, now you see the NATO is going to support Ukraine to fight Russia, but don't forget when Ambazonia crisis started. After some 1-2 years, Ukrainian crisis started. So, American government gave TPS to both Ukraine and Ambazonia, Cameroon, for that they have a crisis. TPS is only given to countries that are very specific. So, we are very lucky to have TPS for Cameroonians in the United States. Okay, you can if you come here, you can get this document and start working. Okay, that's a good thing for us. Okay, you only need to show proof that you are from Southern Cameroon. That's all. They'll give you the paperwork and you fill and you have your document, you start working. Okay, but that's it. But I just wanted to bring these few examples because a lot of our people don't understand, and these same La Republic people don't understand that these are countries that used to live together, but the union is not moving, so you cannot force it. Sometimes it's very difficult. You think that Russia can go and take all these countries back? It's not easy. They all have governments, they have presidents, they have their own institutions, constitutions, they have their own people, recognized people now. It's very difficult for you to go there and start fighting them. You want them back. It's too late. Okay? It's very, very late. So that's what I wanted to make so that we should be very, very aware of. Okay? Thank you for watching and God bless you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're just watching for the first time. There has been Fru Misodi in Political Lab for you guys. Thank you for watching.
Becham allons ma kumbu abra ta go dun ta bandaza ndo na mongo mede abab